Aloha, friends. It's been 9 months, it seems, since I've been on here and I've shared anything on this platform. And it feels symbolic, the 9 month journey, as I feel I've been going through the birth canal and coming through now on the other side, slowly emerging. It's also a couple days after Easter, after Christ's resurrection, and I'm not religious yet. I am spiritual, and I deeply connect more and more now with this time within my own self, within my own journey, within life, within the cycles of death and birth. And this has been quite the portal for me to really rebirth myself anew. And as I mentioned, it really has been a 9 month journey of shedding, of grief, of slowing down, listening, tending, and completing big cycles within my life and following Spirit's call. So to me, also the symbol of resurrection and the crucifixion within my own life, of crucifying the identity, of giving up the one who wants to be in control, the mind that goes into past reference and future projections and agenda and ideas, and completely surrendering to the great mystery, to the cosmic mother, to the Mother Earth, to the divine feminine Shakti energy, that creative life force, that womb consciousness that births life, that's birthing all of us. And for me, the surrender to the great mystery is complete giving up of the control of the mind. It's a heart-led, consciousness anchored based place within my own body that is deeply integrated, embodied into presence, into the breath of this physical form, into right here, right now, in each moment. And that is all that it exists. All else, it vanishes, it disappears. So in this place of the great mystery, of the great unknown, I don't know what I am to do next, what I'm going to say next. I don't have an agenda. It is this place of deep listening, of deep felt experience in my senses, in the senses of this body, in communion with the divine. So my connection now is continually deepening into this conversation with the divine, conversation with the mother, with the divine feminine, especially because it seems like she keeps appearing to me. She is the symbol of this great mystery. Then the masculine can come as the witnesser, as the consciousness itself. And from her energy, you'll take action, that it feels effortless. It feels just, it's birthed through that Shakti, creative life force energy. It feels innocent, it feels pure. So to me, this time of resurrection, of rebirth, which also to me, my own journey, is just the microcosm of the macrocosm of what's occurring currently on the planet Earth, and what a lot of us are being asked to step into, to surrender into, to give ourselves into. Because the world as we know it, the world that's been, it's crumbling, it's shattering down. And the same goes for our own inner world. Anything that is built on falsity, anything that's built on pressure, on agenda, on outcomes, on values that are actually not based on the true heart essence, heart-led. What we truly desire, all of us, is to be happy, to be free, to love, to be the love, to be fully in our essence, in our true soul, heart connection. And for this to occur, I've been shown again and again on this spiral of life, of lives within lives, within just this life, that unless I give myself to this creation that has birthed me, I put myself in deeper struggle, in deeper suffering, in needing to go through life lessons in this earth school in order to actually come back to this remembrance of the original imprint that we all come from. And this space is uncontrived. It really is innocent and pure. So to me, again, this coming back to this time of rebirth, it feels like taking steps, new steps, first steps, in a way that feels deeply slowing down, deeply honoring of life, because I've been reminded of death so many times. I've been reminded of the impermanence of this physical form. People come and go, places come and go, situations come and go, homes, work, all of it comes and goes. But what is the one thing that is constantly here and stays, that is asking for deeper intimacy, deeper communion and connection? Well, it's that infinite self that we all are, that we all come from. And when we're in that deep listening, we can always feel it. It's always here, asking for deeper connection. So these first steps, these new steps I'm taking into new life, feel tender because, again, I'm holding both death and life together. The deeper I'm reminded of death, of impermanence, the more precious to me life is. And I connect with it in a way that is just so true. It's coming from this true place where I have no agenda. I have no expectation and attachment and grasping. I'm just in the purity of presence, innocence. Wow, I carry this wisdom, ancient wisdom in my heart because of all the experiences I've had, all the lessons I've moved through in order to bring me to this remembrance, to this greater awakening. And I'm here in front of you in this way where I'm now being really assured and encouraged to start sharing more, where I can weave my personal journey with the wisdom, the transmission that comes from this other space, that deeper space that is all around us and wants to be moved through this human body. So it's really not about me, it's about me getting out of my own way and allowing Source, Spirit, Divine Mother to move through me and speak through me. And I know it's meant to touch the people that it's meant to touch. And it's meant to awaken and spread into the tapestry of this earth and this existence in the way that it's meant to. Again, I have no agenda. I'm just coming from this space of deep listening and just showing up in the simplicity, in the purity of this moment. And with this, I am making the commitment that to me now commitment really is devotion. To me, commitment a lot of times can carry this heavy energy, the way as humans have connected with this word. So I'm bringing devotion into the field because devotion to me brings it back into the heart. I'm devoting myself to something because it's coming from my heart, and I want to keep showing up for it with consistency because my heart is yearning for that. My heart is asking, my heart is being pulled towards that. With this, I am devoting myself to show up in this space more, just to be in service of this listening. And it's this pure expression. So I'll set up this camera and just speak to it again from this place. And if you've made it this far into listening to this, I invite you to, if you have any requests of any topics, anything you want me to go deeper into, you can share and post in the comments below. And I'm really happy to follow through with whatever is alive. And I bring this invitation of devotion to bringing this forth into every moment, every present moment of every day, that it is in the simple, so-called mundane tasks that we can bring this devotion. And I keep having this circulating in my mind, in my heart, to really live life as a ceremony and love as the ritual. All of our essence is love. And when we live from our essence, when we live from our true self, it feels so right, so good, so in purpose. The purpose we seek, it really is this, to live from our essence. So if we're to be birthing ourselves anew, if we're to be birthing ourselves into this new life that we want to live, that is based, as the foundation is this essence, the true foundation that we can stand upon and build upon, then what does this mean for each one of you? To live from the space of love, to be anchored in love. How would you move? How would you go about your day? Can you make your day a living ceremony where there's just such deep presence, such palpability, deep into the senses of the breath, of the cells in this beautiful vessel that wants to anchor more of this infinite life force energy to move freely within? And can we hold the totality of the parts that are still clinging and are uncomfortable and that feel like this is death for them if they're not functioning from this old paradigm, these old ways, old patterns, with the new parts that are coming alive? And it reminds me of the butterfly and the caterpillar symbology of how when the caterpillar is going into the cocoon and it's turning into mush, literally, there are all these old cells there as these new ones are coming alive. And for the old cells, they do not know these new cells. And they feel like they need to be at war with them because they just feel so unfamiliar. And it's this process of this kind of struggle and pressure and how the caterpillar turning into the smush of complete dissolving and enmeshment of the new and the old cells coming together to eventually create a completely new life form, the butterfly. So this is also real for all of us. And for me, what has been one of the most helpful tools is to come to deeper communion with Source, with God as God, this infinite creation that has birthed me into existence. And when I come into deeper communion with that, within my body, within my mind, and within my heart, I get to sense more of the true me that is wanting to be birthed anew, because the old me still has some fragments of the imprints from society, from mom and dad, from ancestors, carrying different belief systems, ideas, agendas. All of that I keep offering to the altar of beauty, to the altar of love, to let it come back to the earth and dissolve, just like the caterpillar dissolving and becoming a butterfly. And putting no longer at war with any of these old parts, now holding all of this in the totality where death and life can exist, can coexist together. And in that space, naturally, new life gets to be birthed when the one who's been in control now surrenders, dissolves into the complete unknown, into the great mystery. So my prayer is for all beings, for us to be birthed into eternal life. Die before you die to truly live. This is my mantra. And now the current inquiry is, how would I live my new life? And I wish this for you too, to awaken to the new life that's in front of you right here, right now, in every new breath. Every new moment is a chance for a new life. What am I birthing? What am I choosing? Where is my attention and energy going? What am I holding dear and tender to my heart in this wakeful remembrance? Thank you for being here with me on this journey. And there'll be much more here. See you on the other side. Aloha.